Hello, lovelies. We're back again on Sip of Coffee. Today we're discussing full soccer, and then we, as Ghanaians, we are not happy about yesterday's performance, Ghana against Sudan. And today we're doing something quite extraordinary in the studios because I have with me two concerned Ghanaians who are about to share with me their submissions over the Black Stars game against Sudan. I have with me Linda and Da Vinci. Hello, Linda.
Hi, Abbeku.
Hey, Da Vinci.
Yo, big man.
How's it going?
Cool.
So first of all, I'm just asking you, what is your overall rating of a Black Stars performance against Sudan, starting from you, Da Vinci?
Oh, I'm going to give them a 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. Hi, Linda.
Hi, I'll give them 2 out of 10.
That's very, very bad. Why would you say that?
Well, for some few times now, realize that Black Star is not living Black Star. They've just carried another star altogether.
What's the color of the Black Star now?
Currently, maybe I should look at it as red star, not Black Star.
It's a dangerous star now.
Dangerous one. Because per what we expect from Black Star, and per the name they carry, Black Star, as in the times of the Abedi Pele time, it's not what they are playing now.
Okay.
Yes, and yesterday's game was really, really bad.
Did you watch it yourself?
I did. For some time now, I hated watching Black Star because of the low performance. But yesterday, I wanted to give myself the benefit of the doubt. Maybe these guys can do something, and I did watch, and it was no.
But do you know I supported?
You support Linda.
A lady was just having a conversation. It was like she nearly died because of Black Star.
Oh, that's bad.
And me, I didn't even wait for them to play. I went for my food first because that has happened to me before.
Yes,
watching the match and then your food
have become
you lose your appetite immediately after the game.
You see, sometimes we support them. Ghanaians, we always have this conversation that Black Star is not doing well. They are not, but anytime they play a match, we still support them.
We love them. They are ours.
There is this local adage that they say, there's no way you can ever point your hometown with your left
Not
hand.
at all.
I just don't understand why they are not playing well because they are giving them the money.
See, one thing I want all of us to understand is that when it comes to soccer and a team, all right, it takes time to become better. Looking at our very current Black Stars now, though we have the names, we have the assets, but when it comes to the managing of the assets to build the team we're looking for, I think we're still at that struggling position right now. What do you think, Da Vinci?
Wait, so are you trying to tell me we are now coming to build Black Star?
Yes, Black Star, we don't have that, say, team yet, because from yesterday's performance, if you could see, Otuado was rotated. We have players who used to start from 11.
Abbeku. We already have a built Black Star.
Not at all.
We are not going to build it now. If there is a problem right now, I will put it for the two people.
Who are these people you blame?
Black Star in general, together with their team and their technical team, and the Ministry of Sports.
Okay.
But you know, when sometimes you blame the Ministry of Sports, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Because I remember this before they played the match. This is it the assistant president of
GFA.
Okay. He told them, he made mention of that even if Kudus thinks he's the star boy, Black Star was Black Star before he came.
Okay.
So we are not now coming to build Black Star.
Calm down. You what I'm trying to say, all right? When you compare Black Star to the then Black Stars, let's say the first time we qualified to the World Cup in 2006, the team that qualified had played together for a very long time. Amongst the team the team players, the starting 11, the subs that were coming from the bench.
Then I think we should drop.
There was a cohesion. It's not about the dropping of them. When it comes to a team, the 11 players that play, there is a cohesion that always works around a very well-built team. But we don't seem to have it now. Looking at Otuado's selection yesterday, players that used to start on the first 11, yesterday they came back from the bench. It should tell you that he is trying to find his way in building that cohesion.
But are we now coming to try?
Yes, because we are now building.
You see,
how can a whole national team be trying something?
Because there are times when teams go on a low, take years to build themselves before they come out. Gone are the days a team like Sudan could never play with Ghana.
Not
because
at all.
then Then we had the team.
That's because, let's make it clear, that's because Black Star has fallen and the players are not committed. Because you are seeing a team like Sudan, how can you play draw with Sudan? If Black Stars are playing match, our targets are mostly the Egyptians, the Morocco.
Around the world yesterday, a lot of matches went around, all right?
Yes.
Even Greece played England, and shockingly, Greece scored England.
England, now everyone has been, and they know how England's play. Like, even though you have the players in you, doesn't mean you win the match.
Exactly.
Black Star, come on.
See, I understand. I'm also Ghanaian. There's a lot of pressure on the team to perform, okay? But we have to accept our problems before we can know how we can go ahead.
And what is that problem exactly?
The problem is that, okay, even our coach is now struggling to manage the assets we have.
Maybe it's Abbeku, because Kwesi Appiah came on board. And instead of us to give him the opportunity to rule things, to make Blaster
there is time for everybody.
Let's just be real here.
Let's be real here.
Okay.
Let's take a team like Barcelona.
Great.
You can't tell me you are now building Barcelona.
Even Barcelona is still struggling.
You see their match that the coach, then you could just made a mistake. He was like, I'm doing a rotation.
Yes.
You see what happened to him.
Yes.
So a team like that, a team like Blaster, you are not telling me you are now.
If you're going to compare the status of Barcelona to Black Stars, all right, Barcelona's coach came out to say that he was doing a rotation, which every sports pundit knows that the team is not at that level yet. He's struggling with players in the positions that he could play like frequently. So when he came out to say he was doing the rotation, it was quite well explained. At least he picked up from the next match. But looking at Black Stars, okay,
yeah, it's a continuous something.
Here is the case. How many times do we get to play? We don't get to play often. We don't organize matches.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
You are telling me you don't get to play often. So those days that Black Star were Black Star, did they get to play often?
That is why I am telling you there is a certain cohesion that works with the football team. The current Black Star we have don't have that cohesion.
Why did they drop that one?
Because the team hasn't built that bond amongst themselves, even the positions. Almost every match they change somebody at
then
a
it
position.
means there is something going on.
We are building
something is wrong. Whose process? Black Star that has been dead.
So wait,
we are technical team and everything still intact. Even now we are trying.
WAEC is stronger than Black Stars now.
So you see what they are saying?
Because WAEC's structures has been working successfully in the last few years.
So
than this current Black Star.
You are blaming structures.
Exactly. I am blaming the fact that we don't have that team that has been there together. Like we have our constant first 11. Gone are the days in 2006 before we qualified for the World Cup. When they say Black Stars is going to play a match, you could close your eyes and give the first 11. If not the first 11, maybe first 7, 8.
Abbeku, that brings me to the part where I was putting the blame on the sports ministry.
Okay.
Because these days we don't go out there to look for talented players.
But what do we look for?
We deal with protocol.
The European
We
players.
deal with politics. We pick people who are ready to pay. We pick people who has their
it's not
protocol
very,
out there.
and
these boys are out here
this is a very
with so
good
much talent on the field. But
this is
we
a
are
very
not
good
putting them.
conversation,
And at the
but-
end of the day, we are going to put people there because we want the world to see them and then pick them up to the world grounds. And when they get to the world grounds, they
Calm
play
down.
and forget their home.
Let's even use Kudus.
Okay.
When did Kudus become Kudus?
Kudus became Kudus prior to the very recent World Cup in 2022.
So do you think Kudus is supposed to be the captain in Black Star right now?
So when it comes to captainship, all right, it has its own tradition that it works with. Right now, if you take Pate out, who would you say should be the best captain right now?
I think Dede is the best choice.
Dede has not been active.
And Jordan, there is Jordan.
Jordan comparing his activeness and his stardomship to Kudus right now.
Because there is some things going on.
When you say there is something going on, something goes on with
Let's
every
be real.
team.
If Dede was there, who was the assistant? If Pate was not around, it's supposed to be who?
How many times has Jordan captained the national team?
Jordan hasn't captained the national. Sometimes they give the captain band to him when there is
And
changes.
what do you think? Has there been any official word for why Jordan wasn't the captain?
There was no any official.
Exactly. That's why I'm telling you.
Even if there wasn't, why should Kudus be given that captainship when he
Because
has not
Kudus is-
even been an
because-
assistant before? Is it because for the previous games maybe he has scored some
Yes,
few
you
goals?
see,
That
sometimes
doesn't make someone.
No, this is what I mean.
Everyone will be like, they are doing him Starboy. And people say Starboy.
That's the mess we are creating in the Black Stars right now. And
I
we are
understand
making
Black
it look
Stars.
as
I
if-
understand Black Stars is not doing very well.
How can you
okay.
be striking a match at 84th minute?
Yes, with your hands.
Played a full 90 minutes.
Even a foul.
Full 80 minutes. And at
Even
84
a foul,
minutes, you know
someone
that-
who gives us
listen.
goals. And for me, I was totally disappointed.
I understand. I'm also equally disappointed as a
Black
Ghanaian.
Star,
I share the same.
sometimes that Black Star made me believe that miracles do happen. Do you know why?
Tell me.
I remember their recent matches. Black Star was leading 2 goals.
And
Don't
then
even go there.
those 2 goals were not even
go there.
give me another goal
in
too.
a second.
So yesterday,
happened.
that's why after the match, a lot of people are calling Ghana and Black Star Famanyame. And then, in the whole of the world, when it comes to soccer and then qualifying for tournament and then qualifying from group stages, Black Stars are the best known calculating team when it
But
comes
do
to
you know
points.
it's like Otuado have been a coach of Agenda 1 Goal. Then we call it.
Yes.
Because he's still struggling to put a team together.
Why would
My
he
last
be
question before.
Before you bring your last question, why would Ghanaians take the risks of putting a struggling coach there in place of a coach who can perform very well?
People were just waiting yesterday for Black Star to win so that they can go against Akwesi Appiah. But like, look at you just
Akwesi Appiah's players is hunting and it's right now.
I don't want to drag that conversation. I don't want to drag that conversation. I don't want to drag that conversation right now. But
to Sudan.
before we wrap up,
Come on.
I want to ask you. All right, right now, looking at the standings in the group stages right now, we're on the third with only 2 points. We have Angola leading, and then we have Sudan with 5 points, and Black Stars has 2.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think we can qualify to the upcoming AFCON in
You see, this what Ghanaians like to do. They start doing calculations. For
No, I'm just asking you.
Do
I'm asking
calculation. They
you.
don't go for the goals
Do
that
you
will save
think,
them.
Da Vinci, do you think the Black Stars can qualify for the upcoming AFCON in 2025?
Actually, I've lost hope because in our home country, our motherland, we just made these people come to our motherland to just take draws, and we lost to these people. How can you?
Okay.
You are going to their home and you are expecting to win over there.
You just said that the Black Stars had made you believe there are miracles in soccer, so keep it here. Linda, just tell me. We are 2 points and third on the group stages. We still have about 4 matches to play. Do you think, just like Da Vinci said, miracles do happen because of experience with Black Stars? Are we expecting more miracles for the Black Stars to qualify for the upcoming AFCON 2025?
Abbeku, in as much as I'm disappointed, I think I'll still give them the benefit of the doubt.
Thank you very much. So this is where Ghanaians always would have big hearts for their national team, the Black Stars. Yes, we all know it's not going like we wanted, but let's keep hope. We are still the Black Stars of the world, and we'll come up bigger and better. Thank you for being part of today's Sip of Coffee. You can catch me same time, another time when the time is due for us to come your way. Good, make time, and then whenever you see our content online, comment, like, and share. Until we meet same time again, be safe out there.